Hello, everyone. It's Lennon. And today I want to do kind of like a VR to Anna over at Astral Lady Tarot, okay? She recently put out a video, I will leave it below, going through quotes and pulling tarot cards for them. And as someone who loves quotes and reading and all that, I decided to do something along the same lines. Kind of making tarot talismans along with the quotes that I've chosen. I've chosen a few quotes myself instead of doing it bibliomancy style like she did, just off of some quotes that I really like. And we shall see. I've got a couple of decks and a couple of quotes, and we are going to make tarot quote talismans. All right. The first one is a quote that I really like by James Baldwin. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Love it. Okay. A lot of these quotes have the same vibe now that I'm looking at it. Okay. Looking down at my notebook here. But since we're talking about change, and since we're talking about things staying stagnant if you don't do anything. Like, if you don't take risks, nothing will happen to you, right? I'm going to use the statue tarot. My lovely statue tarot. Because statues don't change, right? We're going to use the statue tarot for that. Not everything that is faced can be changed. Nothing can be changed until it is faced. What does the marble say about changing face? About transforming oneself? About facing things head on? All right. What talisman what talisman will come up along with James Baldwin's quote? Ooh. The Two of Pentacles. How perfect is that? You've got a choice. You've got a choice here. You can let things stagnate, or you can put a foot forward and face it. This juggling act is stagnation to me, because you're kind of in this infinity loop where nothing's actually happening. Nothing's getting transformed. Nothing is getting changed. You're not taking risks. You're just kind of in this rut, in this loop of indecisiveness, of fear, right? Like this flight or fight kind of a thing happening. Could be any of those things. But I think the Two of Pentacles is a lovely talisman for this quote, because it shows us that during times of indecisiveness and fear, and where we're just kind of stagnated in a rut, we do need to put something down in terms of a plan, right? Which actually happens in the next card. I love that. Thank you, Marble. That was fantastic. Okay, next quote. This one is by Nietzsche. I love this quote. It's, like I said, a lot of these have the same kind of vibe. Throw roses into the abyss and say, "Here is my thanks to the monster who didn't succeed in swallowing me whole." This is sacred warrior. This is warrior mindset. This is I'm going to face my actual demons. Like, where the last quote is just whatever comes your way, if you don't take risks, nothing will happen to you, right? But this is about facing your demons, like actually facing your demons. And Nietzsche has such a way of pulling out this, like, you kind of believe in his madness, you kind of believe in his insanity about, like, what does it all mean? It means nothing, right? You kind of believe, you want to believe in his madness, but then at the core of it, in the essence of this quote, you want to be able to face your demons. You know? Like that Hosier song says. Don't ever tame your demons. Keep them on a leash. It's powerful, powerful. There's a song talisman for you guys for this quote. All right. For this quote, I'm going to use the wild unknown because I feel it's very thorn-like. I feel like if we're throwing roses in the abyss, we're giving the monster offerings, okay? In a sacred act of snootiness, if you will. You know, turn your nose up to your demons and be like, you didn't break me! You didn't break me! I'm still here! So anyway, I decided to use the wild unknown for that. Because I think that it's got a... No, I'm not saying that the monster that lives in the abyss is in the wild unknown, but with this very earth-like, earthy imagery, I guess you could say. Maybe possibly it would work to get a tarot talisman for this quote out of this. Okay, how are we facing our demons? Are we facing our demons? Are we turning around after getting chased and chased and chased and our legs are about to fall off? We turn around, we look the monster in the face, and we just do this. Okay. How are we doing that? I can't believe this came up. It's the monster in the abyss. Right? Gotta face that shit. What did I just say about Hosier? Don't tame your demons. Put them on a leash. And most people in the devil card are leashed. Okay, you're not leashed. Put your demons on the leash. Oh my god, I just cannot believe how perfect this is. Ah, thank you, Wild Unknown. Okay. Devil is a talisman today. Okay. Next quote. Oh, the next quote is by John Lennon. I am intrinsically linked to John Lennon, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Okay? First of all, my name is Lynn. Hi. How you doing? Okay. And yes, my parents are Beatle fans. Okay. One step further than this, I share a birthday with Yoko Ono. So I'm intrinsically linked to John Lennon. Okay. He's my spirit animal. Okay. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Isn't that a fabulous quote? Now, a lot of these people, Nietzsche, James Baldwin, I mean, just Google quotes by these people, and they've got fantastic quotes, okay? It's not like these are the best things they've ever said. Trust me. But I really like this one because it's one of those, if this had been on a poster in a school, I probably would have done more with my life. All these, like, fuck the cats on ladders and shit, okay? Put some of these real good quotes. Like, if you just zone out and you're looking at the posters on these teachers' walls and you're like, God, that makes me feel something, right? Why isn't that a thing? Why isn't that a thing? And for John Lennon, I'm going to use my Centennial. I'm going to use the OG today. Because I feel like he would like, I feel like he would like tarot. he would have liked tarot, or at least Yoko would have. Possibly. And just imagine them sitting there reading poetry together, doing art, and they pull out the tarot. You know? Imagine that. Oh, feels good. Okay. Life is what happens when you're... Oh, Jesus. Alright. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Okay? You can plan it out all you want to. You can plan it out all you want to. But life's passing you by. I think of that like time, right? Time marches on. The essence of time, and how little time we have on Earth, and quality of life, right? I feel like, especially knowing that John Lennon was cut down in his prime, so to speak, I feel like he would have come at life with this happiness for life, okay? You want me to be honest with you. So, alright. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. Tarot talisman for that. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Very nice. She making plans, huh? She's busy making plans. But I always feel like she's not the go-getter, but like she's had a life already that's been full, right? Like she's got this full life and this fulfilling life. And I feel like when you embody the Queen of Wands, you want very much her to give you advice on life and how to live it. Like, of all the archetypes in the tarot that I would go to for life advice, it'd probably be her. Maybe she's Yoko, I'll know. For me, I don't know. I like that. We're getting some really, really good talismans here, you guys. Woo, so exciting. Okay. Next is a quote by Albert Camus. I know I said this before, I really want you guys to Google Albert Camus, okay? Quotes. There are a ton. I mean, read his novels, okay? But there are a ton of quotes that need to be on posters that a lot of people don't even know, okay? Or heard. Okay. So, the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Okay. Noble Art Tarot. We're freeing ourselves from the chains of the devil, right? The only way to deal with an unfree world. And y'all know how I feel about the word freedom. It's a harsh word. That is a harsh word. Becomes so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Whenever I hear this quote, okay, I think of Valley Myers. And Michelle Lamy. And Frida Kahlo. Like, I think of those people. The ones that were just absolutely unapologetically themselves. That would be what would look, that would be what it would look like to me to be absolutely free in an act of rebellion. Not caring what anyone thought or said or did, okay? Just being you and free, okay? Also think of the book, the latest book that I've finished, Patti Smith, Just Kids. She talks a lot about being free in that and what that looks like to her, you know? Love that. That book changed my life, okay? Anyway, so what tarot talisman will come up for this Albert Camus quote? Ooh, the star. I love it. I love it. Look at this. This like archangel here. This. Well, for it to be a star, and then it to be this male presenting figure here, think of Lucifer, right? Or Samael, right? But that makes me really happy to get this, because to me, the star, especially like if we're looking at the OG decks, this very, very unapologetically naked figure, okay? This is my birth card, actually, because I'm an Aquarius. No, it's not my birth card in a birth card sense. It's because I'm a sun sign Aquarius, this is my card, okay? But I always think of the figure being unapologetically naked, right? And not just naked, okay? Like the birth of Venus. She got a leg up. So you're seeing some things, you know? So it's just unapologetically herself. And the essence is pouring off of her, right? Love that. That's a very powerful message here. We're getting some fabulousnesses with the tarot. Okay. All right. The last one we will do is... Oh, the last quote is by Bell Hooks. Really good. Like I said, a lot of these have the same vibe, okay? I'm going to get the Tarot del Fuego out. I will not bow down to someone else's whims or someone else's ignorance. Again, this needs to be on posters, okay? I will not bow down to someone else's whims or someone else's ignorance. What does the Tarot del Fuego have for us in terms of a tarot talisman? In terms of, again, being yourself, standing up for yourself, being an advocate. But not just blindly following the masses, not following along someone's ignorance, right? Believing in what you believe and standing true to that. Standing true to your values. Ooh, 7 of Swords. It's crazy. I like this, okay? Usually we see this figure that's like running away with all the swords, right? But I like the lion here. I like this like sacred aggression towards this card, the aggressiveness that's coming out. To me, this imagery reminds me more of like is it the Nine of Wands? I think so. It looks more like the Nine of Wands to me than the Seven of Swords. But this Seven of Swords always reminds me of deception, but also desperation. What if that is that person's last resort? Is to steal those swords. But anyway, look. So this lion is sitting here. Again, it's blindfolded like the 8 of Swords. I mean, it's just all over the place. But when we look at the imagery, I didn't even notice they have a little 7 down here. That's pretty weird. I like that there's all kinds of takes here. All different kinds of swords. Kind of reminds me of the sword suit in the Thoth deck. But I think that the message here is aggression. And how we're paved into when we're paved into a corner, we can attack. And then people are like, whoa, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this? Because you paved me into a corner, right? And I think that that's a good message with bell hooks's quote. Because I'm not going to bow down. I'm going to come back fighting. I'm going to come back at it with aggression. And it doesn't matter what I see. It's all on this. It's all on my heart. It's all on my heart space and my values. And if I don't feel, because I'm using my intuition, not my mind, not my sight, right? I'm using my intuition and my innate feelings. And if that doesn't resonate with me, then and you're paving me into a corner with your ignorance, I'm going to come back and bite you. Just be prepared. So I think that's a good message. Okay, and that was it. I got the 5 good quotes. I have, like I said, there are so many quotes that I could have chosen here, but I was really inspired by Anna, and so I just decided to pick a few and pull some tarot talismans, and I think we did really well. I think that a lot of good things came up in regards to the quotes. So, hope you're having a good day. Go watch Anna's video linked below. Much love.